underpants say, well, I'm on the way this time. Cold, I wanna be keeping you warm. I got the right temperature to shelter you from the storm. Hold on, girl, I got the right tactics to turn you on. And girl, I wanna be the papa, you can be the mom. Oh, oh. Well, I'm on the way this time. Oh, oh. Well, I'm on the way this time. Cold, I wanna be keeping you warm. I got the right temperature to shelter you from the storm. Hold on, girl, I got the right tactics to turn you on. And girl, I wanna be the papa, you can be the mom. Oh, oh. Well, I'm on the way this time.
It goes around and
I love the chase and the hunt, and I set the pace when I'm running. I always take what I want and I always give it 100. Don't need a bank, no, I'm funded. Play the game like it's nothing. I'm always thankful for something. Don't take for granted, stay humble. Now wake up! It's time to look at the enemy. Look in the mirror if he is no friend to me. It's not working out, maybe it's the chemistry. It's time to break up so I can make a better me. Better believe in your mind, cause it's everything. You can mold, shape, find almost anything. All it takes is some time and some clarity to find your identity. It's mind over everything. And when I feel like this, I'm immortal. 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 Don't be scared. Just let me know. Don't be scared. I'm so gone, no, I'm never turning back. I won't stop, I'ma fight until there's nothing left. It's so what? You're gonna be hurting bad, cause I've been to hell and back. You don't wanna make me mad, I stay strong. You will never see me crack. And if you get in my way, you're gonna feel the wrath. Gotta say it to my face while he's looking back. Mirror breaks after math, when I hate, I attack. And when I feel like this, I'm immortal. 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 Don't be scared.
Let's get ready to rumble!
All right, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Welcome on into our round 2 of our tin tops here at Donington Park National. So this is a shorter layout that the guys and girls will be racing on tonight. I do believe, and I am correct, that Stephanie Piccoli has joined us. She is in the lobby. Looks like Cameron Hardwick has also made it. Got a few in the Toyota 86 and a few TCRs tonight. So we'll see how we get on. But welcome on in, and hopefully you will enjoy the show. So as we just get through some practice, and they get out there, we'll give you some car audio. There we go. So they're just finishing off their practice. We're looking at some lap times there. Not too bad. Not too bad there by Dougie Gowan's out the front again, but not by much. Ray Oliver is pretty close there. 600ths behind him. Kyle Ridley again just behind Ray. So we notice these two boys here have jumped into the TCR tonight. They were scheduled for the Jeddah, but decided to jump in the TCR. Now we'll have to confirm if that's a seasonal change or if it is only a weekly change. Purely for this week, we've got a couple of the race directors and league directors out of play this week. So one being Mr. Keane, who's actually up here in Brisbane, and one being Mr. Pete Baxter, who's away with the Logitech series. So hopefully he's having a good run out there as we speak. But we'll bounce through some of the guys and girls here. So we'll jump on board with Sam, get into his roll bar and have a look to see how he's going at Donington. Well, that looked like Matty Gerard just popped right on in front of him. Oh, good push there. Bit of a regular to the show of late. Cameron Hardwick there in the Monster Energy car. That, I believe, is Scott Rankin in the 86. It's good to see Scott back on track with us. Jacques Wanapole is there. Making sure those are not coming through. No, they're not. Chris Bleakley there for 1.9 MX Wraps, getting a bit of a run in the Hyundai. Speaking of Stephanie Piccoli, there she is on the screen. First, one of the girls to join the league, so all you budding female racers out there who are keen to get into sim racing, jump on board, come and have a race. Give Stephanie a bit of a challenge. I'm sure she's up for it. Format tonight, guys, is a 20-minute race where it'll be an outright sprint, and then we'll flick it to a 40-minute with an inverted top 10, I believe, is the format this evening. Race information on screen. There is the track layout. Track temperature is 31 degrees, so it's quite warm out there for these cars tonight. 18 degrees and 21 km/h wind, so quite a little gusty out there. But they'll get through, I have no doubt. So welcome to everybody on the Kick and the YouTube channels. Hope you're already enjoying the show. Don't forget, if you're on the YouTube land, hit that subscribe button, hit the bell notification. Also, if you're on the Kick side, make sure you hit the follow button and give us a follow there. We see Stephanie just getting a little bit of an off-track excursion there. So jump on board with our Friday night commentator, Andrew Buffer Proctor, in the SLM machine there. Looking rather schmick. Jump aboard with Tyler Sheaf. We saw Tyler last week, didn't have a livery. Looks like he has gotten his livery there now. So Tyler just out there in the Hyundai. Seems like the Hyundai is the flavour of the month here. Matty Gerard there for Velocity as well. So if we just look down the list, we've got Dougie Gowans from Velocity Sim Labs, and we've got Ray Oliver, Kyle Ridley out of Frog Leap Juiced. Then we've got Jacques also out of Frog Leap Juiced. Glenn Wilkinson is up there with Chris Bleakley from the MX Wraps 19 team. It's good to have him on board. Matty Gerard and Tyler Sheaf are also both with the Velocity Sim Labs. Chris Bleakley there. We saw Andrew Proctor in the SLM Motorsport machinery. Stam in the team Bush Think Racing. Cameron Hardwick out there as a privateer. So I know Thane and the boys are probably there cheering him on in the YouTube land, so it's awesome. And Stephanie Piccoli, part of the Apex family. Same, oh no, Blake Gallen is the Gallen Family Racing. Scott Rankin is apparently looking for a new team. That's interesting that you got that up there, Scotty. I believe it's with Riot Sim at the moment, so we'll jump over there. And John O'Kiley also with Frog Leap Juice. So look, the Frog Leap boys here to have a bit of a challenge tonight. We've seen a little bit one-sided with velocity, but not going to be the case tonight. So we'll definitely keep our eyes on those battles throughout the evening. So if you're in the chat, tell us who you got your eyes on, which car looks nice for you, which one that you're backing this evening, and we'll see how close you get at the end. So as always, we'll have our race review at the end, providing it is needed. If there's no review needed, then we won't obviously have that, but as always, that'll be broadcasted live, so you guys get to see it, be a part of it. There's Dougie Grandpa Gowans there in the 07 car, second one on screen. The new livery as well, so he's running the same as Tyler Sheaf. I think Matty Gerard's running the old livery. He's got the other Velocity SimLabs livery on, so definitely going to be a little bit confusing for the first week or so to try and pick up those cars as we get through it, but looking forward to it. Good field tonight. We've got about 15 cars scheduled to take part tonight, which is actually rather awesome, and it's a nice split too. Five Toyota 86s out there tonight, so it's a good little split. So it's going to be interesting to see where they all finish up and get on with it. But get around some of the track cams here. We'll get into Redgate. So this is turn 1 here at Donington Park. Then we move up into the old hairpin. For whatever reason, this was called the old hairpin, and we jump into McLean's here. Bit of an uphill left-right combination. Then we come up into Coppice, so it's an up. You can see the elevation up and then right. But I think they're going to start rolling out of pit lane. Cameron Hardwick, hey guys, g'day mate. You should not be in the chat. You should be out there focusing on your lap, sir. Good to see you in there. Strugglers Inc. Okay, we'll have to try and get that updated because it's not on your SDK profile. I'll have to try and look at getting that updated and getting that up onto the SDK, man. Andrew Proctor also in the chat. Laps, no way. Where are you, Buffer? I can see you. There you are. You're just rolling out. There you are on screen, Mr. Buffer Proctor, rolling out of the exit, and it looks like he's got Tyler Sheaf just giving him a little push along out of the back. So we're going into quali now. We still haven't got the quali overlay fixed, guys. We'll get that done in time for next week's racing. Mr. Contagious in the chat. Proctor Towing. I guess it's better than lawn care, so I'm sure he'll take a towing business over a lawn care business. We've got Cameron Hardwick still sitting in the pit lane there. Is he going to do the rear to front run, is he? I think. Don't know. Let's see how he goes, but yeah, not bad. With a 20-minute practice, quali, sorry, to sort of get a time in and just find out where they all sit. So it'll be interesting. So Matty Gerard and Cameron Hardwick just rolling out of pit lane at the moment. There goes Kyle Ridley. So Jacques is on a good lap. So green is personal best and purple is sector best. So Scott Rankin in the 86 has just put in a purple sector, but it's on the outlap, so it doesn't really matter just yet. Lawnman must be mowing tonight. Yeah, I can't see him out here, so he must be on the lawnmower. He must. Oh, we'll see if we can get him on the groundsman's photos. We'll see if he's is he around here? I don't know. Where is he? Maybe he's down here on the part of the track they don't use, because that does look like it's freshly mowed tonight. So no, we Nathan Allen we're talking about there, folks. If you hear us joking about the lawn man, that is Nathan Allen. We give him a little bit of stick in the Discord about the amount of times he spends off track and on the green stuff. So it's just a bit of an internal joke. So it's kind of funny. Ray Oliver now has set the first lap with a 14.37 in the Audi. Of all cars, the Audi. Now this car is one of the original TCRs on the iRacing network. And Dougie Gowns has just popped a 13.38 and said, I will take the top spot. Thank you very much. Dougie Gowns out there doing what Dougie does best. There's Jacques with a 13.73. And Glenn Wilkinson probably getting a little toe there, I'd say, Glenn, with a 13.85. So not too bad, not too bad. We're just watching the tables just bounce around a little bit. Scotty Rankin there with 118.66, leading the Toyota charge. See what some of the other guys can do. Kyle Ridley just jumps up to P2 with a 13.39. 100th of a second behind Dougie Gowans with a 13.38. The boys are not messing around tonight. They want to get some tight battles going. I think we'll see some nice battles up the front. Hopefully we don't get too many incidents tonight and we get some really quality racing. And I can speak from experience racing with some of these boys a couple of weeks ago. Probably some of the best racing I've actually had. Being able to run door to door and wheel to wheel with these guys is actually fantastic. So expect a pretty good show. There you go. Jacques has just gone up. Dougie Gowans with a 12.79. Wow, so he's taken a big chunk of time out of that. There's Dougie Gowans on screen. He's taken a nice chunk out, so now he's got a half-second gap. It must be pension day. He's probably running to the bank to get his pension out, mate. Probably trying to get the money so the lawn care guy can't steal it. Matty Gerard on screen. Jump back to Scotty Rankin here. He's running the Riot livery there, so looking rather schmick. We'll jump back to Cameron. He's just had a little bit of an off track there. Look at that. Playing out in the weeds. John O'Kiley here on the Frog Leap Juice, and that looks like Chris Bleakley right behind him. It is. Chris could elevate his time here. Chris getting a bit of a run. Does improve, but not enough. We jump up into P2. Ray Oliver there has set a blistering 12.78. Scotty Rankin's got two purples and a fence. He was on for a good lap time there too, young Scotty. Alright, we're looking there. Ray Oliver now on a double purple sector. What can he do at the line? Can he elevate himself? 12.78. He goes to 12.37. He does jump to the top. So he's just put a little bit of pressure back to Grandpa Gowans and Kyle Ridley there. So it's a good lap, a solid lap. Dougie's just put in a 12.39, 200ths of a second behind. Just looking now, anybody really on a lap? Matty Gerard looks like he's on a bit of a good one. 13.09. Andrew Proctor now looks like he's on a bit of a good lap as well. We'll jump on his roll bar and have a look. see, where does Andrew find himself? He's 15.28 right now. Does he jump up? He does. He jumps up 14.32. That puts him in P9. Good job there by Mr. Proctor. And we'll hear from him Friday night with our Formula Ford series here at CFR Widecrest. I look forward to the next couple of nights. And Scotty Rankin now, he's come back out and he's got himself a purple sector 2. Oh, he's got a little bit of a bump riding issue there. Doesn't seem to ride that second curb in the change of direction. So that won't move him up, though. He is still leading the Toyota charge on an 18.66. And, oh, do I dare say it? And looks like Nathan Allen has gotten in and joined us here. Looks like he has arrived. Mowing Man has arrived. Yep, I just saw that. Oh, Stephanie getting a little bit of air under the Toyota there. You see how Cameron Hardwick goes here. I know he was doing some laps earlier this afternoon. Trying to get his head around the track and understand it. Cut through the grass. Yeah, I think we might put some mower blades on the bottom of that car, but he does elevate himself up into a 19.42, so that's currently P2 in the Toyota class. That's a nice lap. Just looking to see if anybody else is on a lap right now. Looks like they're all just hiding around. Blake Gallen is on his way out of pit lane. That's a nice looking livery. That's actually a really cool livery. Nathan, yeah, he won't like Cam trying to take his mowing business, will he? Chris Bleakley here in the Hyundai as well. So it looks like Ray Oliver just punched up purple. We'll see how he can finish the lap off. Whether he can. Does he elevate? He doesn't. Oh, he does. Ray Oliver to the top of the 12.16. So he's just come through there beautifully and grabbed that. That was a beautiful lap. That was very quick. We got beef. Where RC? So Pete Baxter is actually with the Logitech series. So for those of you who didn't know, Pete Baxter actually does a lot of iRacing race control work. And tonight just so happens to clash with the Logitech series. So Pete is over there doing the Logitech stuff, which is kind of cool. And obviously Matty Keane is up here in the great Queensland state with his family doing some tripping and some dance stuff. So I don't think Matty's getting in the leotard and dancing. I think that's just the kids. So we'll be back to full schedule next week. With Stephanie just coming through now. Looks like she might be about to set a lap. Got the Pagnian on the side and front of that car. Pagnian do some simulation gear, so if you guys are looking to get involved in sim racing, there's one place to check out is pagnian.com. Check out and see what they've got your racing needs. So good to see brands getting involved in sim racing. Blake Gallen now is about to set a lap. Where's that going to put him? Blake Gallen's... No. Must have had an off track in there somewhere. Scotty Rankin just set a purple third sector, so we'll see if he can go on with it. Jump on board and we'll just ride with Scotty for this lap. We'll just see where he can get the car. We just see the amount of uphill stuff here coming in. So this is pretty much a blind left into a blind right, and it's uphill, so it gets the front end very light. We just see it wash a little, and now again it dips and then comes up. So the apex is on top of this hill, so you've really got to know roughly where everything is. Now, the shorter track here goes the right-left, so you see where the car's going to the right. On the normal layout, they normally go left-right and down to the Melbourne hairpin there. So Scotty is getting a little bit of air under those sides of the car, and he comes across the line. Is he going to be quicker? He is going to push a 17.71, so definitely the quickest in the Toyotas out here tonight. So I think the challenge might be there, but Sam Katakazunas is no slouch in the 86 either. We saw Sam last week get quite a convincing win. So we'll see if he can set a lap time as well. Stephanie might be getting a lap time here. You're going to get across the line. Yep, no, still no lap time, so just maybe another off track there, just getting a little wide. Now we'll jump to Cameron Hardwick there. Scotty Rankin's gone on with another purple first sector. We'll jump on board with Cameron here as he finishes off the lap. As he now gets down this back chute. It's kind of a fast chicane, but you don't want to overcook it because it is one of those spots that you can make time or lose time right here. Grabs that curb and we will move on. We'll jump to Andrew Proctor. We'll jump with Inna Buffer's car. We see the right, left, right coming down the hill. Through what is the old hairpin. Come around under the bridge. Through the left-hander. Run it out to the right. It's a little shallow there. Turns in left again. Then getting it settled back right. We'll try and get a bit of a run up into this section here. And then he gets into his back chute down into the last chicane. So we'll see if we can get. No, we can't. We can't get that. Sadly, we cannot get it. There goes Blake Gallen through. So with them having 4 minutes left in quali, hopefully you've got a driver out there that you're backing and wanting to see put their name on the top of the tree tonight. Don't forget to give your favourite shout-out drivers, or your favourite drivers, a shout-out in the chat. Let us know who you're cheering for. Someone just called Scott out for cutting the grass. Stephanie's just coming through here now, nice and clean. She's going to get a lap in, a banker lap. Oh, still no lap time for Stephanie, so... Oh! That was it's a bit of a door-to-door. So we got Contagious in the YouTube chat saying, let's go Woofer. I just heard Andrew on the radio there saying, yep, I'm not improving. I'm not improving my lap time. So, you know, we'll have none of that Contagious in the chat. Thank you. We have no need for those kind of calls. We leave that to the drivers to review, mate. But there's Buffer on screen. And we know Thane is going for the cam rocket. Sincerely apologise. Yeah, wrong chat, mate. No, you're good. All good, but like Sam's just pulling over there at the moment. There's Cameron coming through for a lap. Completes that lap. He's sitting just behind Sam there. He's got a P3. Blake Gallen not far behind though, so it could be a nice little battle between Cameron and Blake tonight. All right, just over a minute to go for the quali, and we'll get into the first of the 20-minute races. So we're looking at the Frog Leap boys off the front. Either way, Thane, you're still number one, mate. That's all that counts. You're number one. Every driver needs a cheerleader. John Collier sitting there in P9 with a 14.20, so he's sitting pretty close with Andrew there from SLM. So those two boys could have a bit of a cracking battle. Tyler Sheaf and Chris Bleakley are both with very fast and equal times there. Also, Jacques and Matty Gerard are very close on time. So we're going to see a few little packs, I think, tonight. A few guys just going to be a little bit closer than what they would normally expect. But Ray Oliver, Kyle Ridley, 100th of a second separating them. All right, so we will be moving into the grid. So we are going to have Ray Oliver and Kyle Ridley off the front row for Frog Leap Juice Racing. Dougie Gowan for Velocity Sim Labs. Glenn Wilkinson for 19MX Wraps. Manny Gerard also for Velocity Sim Labs. Jacques Swanepoel from Frog Leap Juiced. Tyler Sheaf, Velocity Sim Labs. Chris Bleakley, 19MX Wraps. John O'Kiley, Frog Leap Juice Racing. Andrew Proctor from SLM. Scotty Rankin is looking for a new team, so anybody looking for a driver. Sam Katakazunas, Team Bushwick Racing. It bounced across to the second page. Cameron Hardwick and Blake Gallen there. Stephanie Bacoli and Nathan Allen off the back. So, as we get ready for our lights to go out and we go racing, we will jump on the front here with the boys and girls. So we're just waiting. Cameron, Blake and Stephanie. Glenn's just gridded up. Yeah, no Jettis to swamp the field, Buffer. Yeah, we'll see who can get off the line tonight, though. They're just waiting on Blake and Stephanie to drop on into the grid. So it looks like Nathan is way back here. That's all right. We'll keep our eyes out for Nathan to get through the field. All right, Stephanie gridded up. Just waiting on Blake Gallen to pop himself on the grid. All right, folks, here we have it. The lights are going to come on now. We got 5, red lights, and we're away. And it looks like a good jump off the start. Get down into red gate. Dougie Gowan's looking real pacey there in P3. Just going to get held up there. Nathan Allen right there at the back in the white car. The battle's on here at the front with Kyle Ridley getting a mega jump. He's gone. He's already got about 3/4 of a second over the boys behind him. So get you the gap there. You can see the gap. He's already pulled away from his teammate Ray Oliver, but Glenn Wilkinson here. Let's jump on the nose and have a bit of a look. You tell him, Contagious. You worry about race and buffer. Yeah, you tell him, bud. Alright, we might even jump back a little bit. We got another ding-dong battle here with Matty Gerard here. we've got the boss man in chat, SLM. What Andrew does isn't racing. Ouch. Ouch. Well, he seems to be doing all right at the moment. P9, so he's up there. We just jumped to Glenn and Dougie Gowan's heads. Oh, who was that? That looked like Chris Bleakley. Was that 1-9? It was Chris. Just getting a little off-track excursion. Nothing major. He'll get back on. He'll return to the fight. Tyler Sheaf now getting on the back of this pack here as well. Andrew Proctor also off circuit. Doing a little bit of lawn mowing there. Nothing too major. He'll get back on. Just saying he doesn't do a lot of racing, so as we get into this race, they'll start to settle in now. Cameron Hardwick's gone off circuit as well. Where's he gone? He had a bit of an off-track excursion, so he'll be you know, if they get warnings, they get bans. Yeah, it depends on the league. We've seen a nice little battle here now with Andrew, Sam and Blake Gallen. All fighting. Let's get on the gearbox cam here of Andrew. We just see Blake Gallen right behind him and Sam Katakazunas behind him as well. Now that is definitely a different class, so Andrew is now chasing Scotty. Not long now. No, we'll line it up. We'll get it. We'll make it happen. Dougie Gowan's here. Just staying in front of Glenn. Glenn's making it hard for him. He's pushing him along, but yeah, Dougie's not got him his own way tonight. These two Audis up the front are just streaking away. So Ray's made a little bit of gap here on Kyle. He's got him back, so we'll have to see whether the draft will play much of an effect in this straight line. Andrew feels good. He's able to pass cars. Ouch. He has definitely gotten past Scotty there, so he's done the old 1-2 and he's gotten around, but you see Scotty Rankin, the leader of the 86 series, there on track tonight. Must feel bad when you see Andrew just bounce away like that in a straight line. It's getting out there and having a bit of fun. We're just looking now. Looks like Dougie Gowans is starting to get to the back of these two Frog Leap Juice boys. Yeah, I don't know if Kyle's going to give it up so easy, mate. I think he might fight this as best he can. Or has Kyle just run a little wide? I don't know. I think he might have. Oh no, Stephanie's had a moment. Jump back and have a look at that. Oh, just bit of a lock-up. Nothing too major, so it's not too bad. We'll get the track bump up there for you guys and girls at home. Want to keep up with where your driver is at. Glenn Wilkinson's had a bit of a... Is it the bumps? Oh, no, it's just... Oh, no. Oh. Just backs out of the way. But it's good to see Stephanie out here, like I said, representing the girls of racing. So if we've got any other females, partners or girlfriends that want to get involved, come and give Stephanie a bit of a run and see if you can get one over. So we see Ray Oliver now has dropped back behind Dougie Gowan, so he's made the move. Where was that? There it is, right there. Dougie Gowan's. Let's get a look at this replay. Oh, Ray's just gone a little bit off exit. Just gave Dougie just a nice little pass. So a good pass there. Now Dougie Gowan side by side with Kyle. He's on the outside. Is he going to make the outside work? He's made the outside work. Dougie Gowan's going around the long way to make the pass for first place. And that's now given Ray Oliver P2. Kyle's a little slow off that exit, so now Kyle's definitely going to want to get that back. He's not going to be happy with that at all. Dropping a bit of time there. See a nice little battle back here with Blake and Sam. You think you know why Cam is struggling now? Why is that, Thane? Darks and John O'Kiley here. He gets extremely nervous around women. Yeah, I don't think so. I think he'd be alright. I think he'll be fine, mate. Must be off to the pokies. We see Tyler Sheaf there. Just getting through. That looks like Dougie Gowan's. Dougie's had a big one. Well, look at that. Or is it this one here? Yeah, he's... Oh. Oh. Not quite sure what went on there. Oh. All right, wow. Sweaty palms on the wheel. It looks like it is SLM tonight. They're already into it, so it's going to be interesting. So we see Matty Gerard here, just penalty for Frog Leap for not representing the Jetta. Oh, that's a bit harsh, mate. That's a bit harsh. But that gives Ray Oliver a very, very handy lead. Look at that lead. That's 4.7 second lead there from his teammate Kyle Ridley. Some of the cars look really good, though. Yeah, I'm digging a few of them. I think the winner for me tonight, though, has got to be Blake Gowan there in the 86. That Pepper Pig livery, that's just... Yeah, I think that's the one for me. I think that's... got George on the side, the little pig, and he's racing hard, so... I think that's the livery for me tonight. I think I like that one the most. But we just bounced around the field. We got a nice, as I said, we got a nice little battle here. Sam and that's Scotty now coming back. He went into pit lane, so he must have had an off there somewhere. We'll jump on the nose cam with Scotty and see what he's looking at. And so he's looking at the back of Sam and Blake Gowan. So again, he's going to want to get this done. He's not going to want to leave this one go too long. So we're just right on board with Scotty. He's gonna get the run down the back chute here into that fast set of S's. So we'll see if he can get a better exit and a nice run. We see Sam's got a really good run on Blake, but it's going to catch him right here. It's going to be a lot of air for Scotty on that right side. Scotty got a lot of air under that right hand side of the car. Alright, Scotty's still there trying to hang on. A nice little battle brewing here with Matty Gerard, Dougie Gowan, John O'Coley and Jacques Swanepoel. We got a nice battle brewing. So these boys really pushing on. Kyle Ridley is 5.7 seconds behind Ray. Ray Oliver has just run off the front of this and said, thank you very much. And we're looking back to Tyler Sheaf there. Young Tyler, there goes, Dougie Gowans is looking like he was going up there. And Dougie Gowans definitely looking here on Jacques. It's John O'Coley. He's got the move done there. Oh, Jono just getting a little loose. Oh no, hold it, Jono. Oh, oh wow. I think Matty Gerard might have got very lucky there, folks. I think he might have just got away with a shot fired there. As we ride on the nose cone now of Matty Gerard, looking at the back of Tyler Sheaf. I was going to say, no prune juice tonight. That'll be an evacuation really quickly there. I think Matty Gerard would be code brown there as well, mate, I think, because that was very close. Or Tyler's got a bit wide. Tyler got just a little wide there. So now we see Matty Gerard chasing Dougie Gowans, who's chasing Jacques Swanepoel. Kyle Ridley and Ray Oliver. You can see Ray going under the bridge already. He is a long way up the road. He's 8 seconds off. Maybe 8 seconds up the road from Kyle. He's not even in the same screenshot now. He is. Oh, there he goes. No, that's. Yep, there goes Ray. We jump back to John O'Coley. Just out there doing his thing, keeping it nice and clean, like a Toyota Moise. Very possible. It is very possible. Yeah, we will see Scotty Rankin. In an 86 on the pole. just hear Steph on the radio using race 1 as practice for race 2. So good on Steph for getting in and having a go. It's good to see, like I said, the females being represented here. We need to get some more female drivers in here to give Steph some company. Where have we got battles? Dougie Gowans and Matty Gerard. Also Jacques Swanepoel with a big... There's Stephanie there on the inside. Just trying to get out of the way of the faster guys as they catch up. I did hear her say before that you guys just catch up so quick. So... There is Blake Gallen and Sam fighting hard into turns 2 and 3. Let's jump and see what these boys are up to. They are fighting side by side down the hill. Swing it to the right. And Sam's just gotten a better drive there. He did get a much cleaner run there. Scotty Rankin there, just eking at a 4-second gap now over Sam and Blake, so that'll put them there. Kim Hardwick just cruising along, doing his thing. Yeah, Steph's always one to get in and have a go. Like, seen Stephanie come through a few leagues that been involved in, and it's good to just see her out there having a crack. In general, it's good to see the females or women out there having a go. You know, getting the girls involved as well. I love it. Love to see more. Oh, it's on here. Dougie Gowans is all over the back of Jacques. I have to see if he can make this move stick into one. I don't know if he'll get there. He's got to get a good exit. Oh, the outie bounce off the inside curb. Is that going to give him enough of a run to get on the back of this and around Jacques? We'll be watching it. Kyle Ridley's just stepped away a little bit. Well, this looked like a frog leap 1-2 with literally 3.5 minutes left in the race. And Dougie Gowans might want to get in there and mix up this frog leap podium. Oh, Jacques is defending the inside. He's going to make Dougie go the long way. It's going to work on a crisscross though. Oh, he hasn't got it done yet. Not forget, Matty Gerard is right behind this. So if these two happen to make a mistake, Matty Gerard will pick up the pieces here. John O'Kylie's a little further back. Tyler and Andrew have got a nice little battle going on here. Just jump on the nose cam with Tyler Sheath, looking at the back of Andrew Proctor. Back to Dougie Gowans, who's really putting the heat on the back of Jacques here. To see if Jacques can hold on for 2 minutes. He's only got a couple of minutes to hang on. And it does look like we will see a Toyota 86 on the front row. So this will be interesting for the reverse top 10 for race 2. Dougie Gowans getting right up there now. Oh no, and he's run wide. Matty Gerard's going to get... No, he's not. He pulls out. Lets the teammate back on. Nice driving there, boys. Just giving Jacques a little bit of breather. Tyler now looking on Andrew. Looking. Is he going to make it around? He's gone the long way. Oh, Andrew just stayed on the inside there. That was nice. Good racing, boys. Looking really good. So looking now at Dougie Gowans on the back of Matty Gerard. So Matty Gerard did make that move. We see Blake Gallen and Sam Katakazunas just in front. So lap traffic for these TCRs, but there's Blake there in the Peppa Pig livery. So these guys are still fighting in their class for a podium. So these guys are going to get them in a straight line here on that back straight there, I reckon. TCRs are just going to run them down. Oh. It's everywhere. Look, cars are going everywhere. Dougie Gowans can't get past before the end of the straight, so now he's got to try and use it now to turn one. Yep, and get it done easily here. That is the white flag, I believe, that Barney was just waving. So we'll switch back to Ray Oliver as he has got a magical 6-second lead now over the field. There's no one in screenshot around him, so Ray Oliver is going to walk away with this first heat race victory, and we'll get a word with him in the intermission between the two while we get the reverse grid set up. So quite a commanding lead there. Andrew Proctor and Tyler Sheaf are still banging away at it. They've swapped places twice in the past minute, so they're building a lot of confidence there. But checkered flag coming here for Ray Oliver. There he is on screen. Mr. Ray Oliver taking the win. Improve us for 5 minutes. I can't improve you for 5 minutes. That's a lifetime's worth of work, Matty. And then we see Kyle Ridley, Jacques Swanepoel. So it is a frog leap juiced 1, 2, and 3 in the first race of the evening. So well done to those boys. Matty Gerard, P4, Dougie Gowans, P5. Jono Kiley, P6. Chris Bleakley is going to bring it home, P7. Andrew Proctor is going to get home just in front of Tyler Sheaf. That is on the last lap, ladies and gentlemen. They were on for young and old there. So that's 8 and 9 for Andrew Proctor and Tyler Sheaf. Scotty Rankin's going to lead home at the 86s, but that is technically going to be a top 10, which is going to put him on the front row for what will be the reverse grid race. So that is awesome. So Andrew Proctor there in P8. Cameron Hardwick is going to score a podium in the 86s as well with a P3. But we'll see if Ray Oliver is around. It doesn't look like Ray is about at all. But that's a big performance for the Frog Leap Juice boys, 1, 2, and 3. So well done to those guys for that race. That was fantastic. So let's get the results up from Heat 1. And there we have it. Oh, Cam, you cut the fuel too tight, did you, mate? Interesting, interesting. I like it. Playing with a bit of fire. So there you have your results from the heat race. So Ray Oliver, Kyle Ridley, Jacques Swanepoel are your top 3. Matty Gerard, Dougie Gowans, Jono Kiley, Chris Bleakley, Andrew Proctor, Tyler Sheaf. Scotty Rankin rounding out your top 10. Sam Katakazunas and Cameron Hardwick rounding out your 86 podium behind Scotty Rankin. Blake Gallen and Stephanie Piccoli, and then Glenn Wilkinson and Nathan Allen are DNFs. So, as we wind up for the second race, Cameron, how are you feeling, mate? Hopefully we can get Ray into the chat. If Ray can hear me in the feed, come and join the green room. What we might do. Might put a call out for it. There was a bit of a review there. Nathan ran out of fuel, ain't she? Yeah. Yeah, actually, I have to agree, Andrew. I think you made that car very, very wide, my friend. You did rather well. So we've got a 10-minute warm-up, so we'll chuck up the race info for you guys again. This is what they're all got underneath them tonight and around them. Full tank, no option. Oh. Interesting. So, yeah, we'll just see if we can get anybody in the green room. Mr. King, I did see you join the Discord. If you want to pop in and have a chat, feel free to do so. Singapore Noodles is warming up. Oh, that sounds like a treat, mate. That really sounds like a treat. Ah, you don't need me to talk. You got all the info on screen there, bud. What do you need me to talk for? All right, we might even see if we can drag in Scotty Rankin. He's going to be the... We'll move him in to the live broadcast. Hey, Scotty, dragged you into the broadcast room, mate. Congratulations. Poll for the 86ers, and that's going to put you on the front row for the feature, mate. How's that going to be? He's... All right.
Really comfortable. I need to put a lot of reps into the car at the moment, and at the moment it actually looks like our Nürburgring set's on world record pace. So I'm really comfortable in the car at the moment, settling in, and put down a big league race win last night, which I was really proud of. So things are starting to come together for me finally.
Yeah, no, good job. Yeah, we saw you. You were in a battle there with Blake Gallen and Sam for a little bit, and then you got past and just sort of started to leak away. So that was where.
Yep.
Was that after your incident you were talking about? Because you said you had that bit of an off, so...
Yeah, it was down at the old hairpin up in the Starkey's Bridge.
Right.
The rear end just comes around on you. You've got to be... With the 86, I was sitting in with our coach. He also does our setups for the endurance racing today. I was doing a lot of time and prep work with him. And something that he put me onto that I wasn't quite aware of, but I sort of might have understood through how I'm driving the car, is that it's actually more about how you come off the brake. In the 86 is what triggers the behavior out of the rear end. And that's all that was, just too aggressive, trying to transition the car, trying to turn it too quickly. So a little bit disappointed there. Yeah, the guys were fun to race with. In the end, apparently it turns out that it was probably a good thing I followed them for a couple of laps, because I saved, I reckon, about 500 mil of fuel, and that got me to the end without having to save anymore. So. How
is that last chicane there? We saw you getting, especially in practice, we saw you getting a lot of air under the right side of the car on the initial turning point there. But how is that last chicane for these 86s, mate?
Very setup dependent. You can see from the way that Sam is actually taking the chicane that their setup, Sam and Cam are on the same setup.
Right.
And his car's not as comfortable over the curbing.
Yeah.
And that's what I was fiddling around with prior to in practice. I was just trying to find a setup that I was comfortable with. The TCRs here, you have to smash those curbs. You've got to smash them to carry speed. Because if you can hit the first one quite heavily, whilst the car is still settling, you can nail the gas and you just carry a heap of momentum out.
Right.
So if you can't take that first curb, you've got no momentum off the last corner. You're vulnerable on the one, and that's a real major overtaking opportunity. So if you can't be vulnerable there, because you're just never going to be able to maintain position. So.
Right. Fair enough, fair enough. Well, mate, once again, congratulations on that class win, and we'll look forward to seeing what you can do from pit lane on this one.
Yeah, man. Looking forward to it. Have a good one.
All right, buddy. Have a good one. We'll see you later. All right, we'll move Scotty back into the wilds and let him go. Yeah, he was actually away when I dragged him in, so he didn't really miss too much, except for him screaming, "I'll be there in a minute," as he was running through the house. So, yeah, it was he was off in the kitchen. So that's one of the joys when you did drag drivers around the Discord. And we got Buffer. Bring Mr. Buffer in. Andrew, what's going on, mate? Good race out there.
He put the wrong amount of fuel in his car to start, but that's okay.
So, what happened to you there early on, mate? Because we saw you had a bit of a whoopsie moment, and then you got kind of left behind with a couple 86s, and then had to make another pass, and so there. What happened there?
I got help with a setup from one of the boys.
Right.
God bless his heart. And, top bloke, I don't know who he is. But it's very on cold tyres. I can't get the turn in. So
Right.
it takes a couple laps to heat up, and then once it heats up, it's all right. But
Well,
while it's cold, it just doesn't turn.
I just want you to remember that the team boss is in the chat, mate. So, he's going to call that an excuse. You know that, right?
Yeah, I know.
So, no doubt you'll get wound up in the Discord a little later on, mate. But, no, I mean, you're starting... Where did you end up? You finished...
E3. I start
so
right
you're-
behind Scotty.
Oh, no. Well, Scotty's actually starting pit lane, he just told us.
Oh, sweet.
So
that
he
means I
wants-
can pull him beside Tyler.
So you boys are going to be off the front. You're going to have a bit of a hard time with those Frog Leap boys coming from the back, mate.
I'll just try and make it as wide as possible again for as long as possible.
Well, we look forward to seeing it, buddy, on the broadcast. We were watching it, and we got you a cheer squad out there in the YouTube land. We've got Contagious and
yeah.
SLM. I don't know if SLM's cheering you on or cheering you off. I'm not sure yet, but we'll figure
that's
it
just
out.
Matt's way of cheering us on.
So either way, mate, we'll let you get back out there. You got like a minute before the next one, but yeah, good luck and go get him off the front, buddy.
Yeah, thanks, man. Have a good one.
You too. All right. Well, there we have it. So Scotty is not going to take the pole position. He is going to start from pit lane. He wants to keep it fair, and he thinks it's fairer that way. So kudos to Scotty for that. Well, that was quite interesting. So I wish Andrew was in the chat so I could actually say to him, watch him bog it and get swallowed into turn one. That would be funny. I wish he was in the box for that comment. That was quite interesting. But we never did get to talk to Ray, sadly. But I'm sure he'll be stoked with the Frog Leap 1, 2, 3. Andrew's 100% there. He's like, yep, I'm going to bog it. I'm going to stuff it up and I won't make turn one. So, yeah, Scotty, you doing the pit lane stuff. So, let's get a look at the grid now. No, that's got to go back. So we know Scott Rankin is not going to take the pole position. So it'll be Tyler Sheaf, Andrew Proctor, I believe, off the front row. Chris Bleakley, John O'Kiley. No, it does leave the position free. So they will line up as they are on track. So Tyler Sheaf, Andrew Proctor, Chris Bleakley, John O'Kiley, Dougie Gowans, Matty Gerard, Jacques Swanepoel, Kyle Ridley, Ray Oliver are your TCR. Then you go to Sam Katakazunas, Cameron Hardwick, Blake Gallen, Stephen McCauley, Glenn Wilkins, Nathan, and Scotty Rankin is going to be out of pit lane. Lights are on, folks. Here we go. We are going in for a 40-minute race with pit stops. Lights are out. Lots of smoke at the front. Tyler gets a nice little jump. Andrew Proctor is going to get the run into turn one on the inside. Oh, what's happening behind? Oh, there's Frog Leap cars everywhere. There is cars black and blue all over the place there. So we're watching the first lap here. We're riding on board with Matty Gerard. They're right in the thick of it. He's got teammates behind. He's got teammates in front. Sorry. Dougie Gowns is in front of him. Then he's got all the Frog Leap boys piled up behind him. There's going to be a lot of pressure there. Andrew used macros, the only way to get off the line. Oh, what's going on here? Oh, there it is. Or was it Tyler Sheaf? Might have stumbled there. Is it Andrew or Tyler? Or is it both of them? Oh, Tyler's gone a little bit earlier. That was all right. And then I think we'll see Andrew just stand on his... Oh, it just caused a big concertina sandwich. Wow. Interesting. So now that puts Chris Bleakley, the leader of 1-9 MX Wraps, off the front. Dougie Gowan's oh, Chris has just run wide on the exit. So that now gives it over to Dougie Gowans with Ray Oliver right there. Matty Gerard is looking as well. Tyler Sheaf is there. Oh, they're all there. Let's get on the nose cam of Matty Gerard. We'll try and give us a bit of a free look at the back here, but that is Dougie Gowans in the lead with Ray Oliver right behind him. Now remember, Ray had a big gap at the end of that last race, so Ray is quick and he's comfortable. And we all know how dangerous Ray is when he's comfortable, and he's definitely very fast. Poor Nathan running out of clients. He's running out of clients to get the grass done for. So there goes Kyle Ridley. Oh, up the inside at the chicane. Oh, and he's taking an early stop. No, he's not. He just walked out, did he? Oh, I reckon he got a slow down. I reckon Kyle got a slow down. They might have jumped too much curb. Blake Gallen has taken to the pit lane. As Blake had a bit of a... No, nothing showing up. It might just be a... Might just be a typical stop. Cameron Hardwick here. Looks like he's had a bit of a run-in on that. Oh, wow. Wow, ouch. That looked very interesting. That was already on two wheels going into that corner. So we jump back on board with Ray Oliver. Currently P2 with Tyler Sheaf and Matty Gerard right behind him. Battle is heating up though. Chris Bleakley is getting onto the back of Jacques Swanepoel. Front 6 cars, 7 cars is just pressing on. Kyle Ridley is the 7th car in this train, and he is not far off the pack either. And we jump to Stephanie there. Heard Stephanie on the comms tonight, but haven't really seen too much on the stream, but there she is, Stephanie Piccoli out there. In a little bit of free space right now, able to get into a groove and run her race, which is awesome to see. Cam Hardwick in the fence again. What's he done? He's just gotten the oh no, he's just caught the bit of dirt. Oh, those Singapore noodles might be playing a little bit of havoc with Cameron at the moment. So where is Scotty Rankin? Scotty is currently P2 in class behind Sam. Oh, as he drops past. He came up in the fence again. Well, I mean, it was twice in the same area. Not brutal, just honest. Just call them what's there. Like I said, it must be the Singapore noodles, mate. So Matty Gerard just in a little bit of airspace, free space to do his thing now. And Jacques and Tyler just having a ding-dong battle back here. So Jacques has got a nice run. Can he make it stick? Tyler trying to make that Lando very wide. Oh, he's making it wide. Give him that. Don't bring back. Sorry. I'll just sit here and look silly at my screens. So we're just going to see if Jacques can set up Tyler into the final set of S's here. Oh, he's looking. I've noticed the Frog League boys don't use as much curb. We'll talk to Scotty about that before. And you're saying the 86s you can really get after the curbs. So there goes Glenn Wilkinson. Nathan Allen there just on screen. Good to see Nath in the top 10 for class right now. I love the irony of his paint job, by the way. So whoever did Nathan's paint job, that is a fantastic irony moment. We call him the Mower Man, and he's got the green paint on, so that works brilliantly. I love it. Well done. But again, he's in some free air. Got time to stretch his legs and do his thing. Is that Andrew Proctor? Was that that was Andrew Proctor. Buffer out there, sliding on through the grass. I think he's thinking this is a rallycross race, not a TCR race. Glenn now looking at the back of Kyle Ridley, and Kyle is looking at the back of Chris Bleakley. So this is 2 MX-19 wraps and a Frog Leap car. So Kyle Ridley is in the 19 MX wrap sandwich as he tries to get past Chris Bleakley and get after Jacques, because Jacques is not that far in front. Kyle goes up the inside. Oh, has he done it? I think he has. Uh-oh. What's happened here to Buffer? Oh, wow. Yep. No. Track goes right. Yep. I don't know what happened there. That looked like a suspension failure, maybe. Something weird went on there. Alright, so we see Kyle has made that move now on Chris, and Glenn is going to get the move done as well here. Where is he? Is he going to set up the boss? No, he doesn't get the chance to set up the boss just yet. Scotty Rankin now into P11. He's chasing down Sam. And that's Sam right there. Right in front. I would just see if Scotty can make the move here. What's on the back of Scotty? Nothing. He's got clear air behind him. Oh, and he's clutching. Is he clutching the 86? That sure sounded like he got right out of that. He didn't want to press on with that. He's definitely he's in fuel save mode for sure. So trying to maintain lap pace and fuel save. So Dougie Gowans has now gotten the move done on Ray Oliver. Oh no. Who's just gone off there? Dougie Gowans went off. That's handed it to Matty Gerard in the front. Was there a little something go on there? Let's have a bit of a look. Oh, it was that Andrew Proctor still sitting on that. So Ray readdressed it, and Matty Gerard says, "Thank you very much, boys." So Matty Gerard just inherits the lead from a bit of sportsmanship there. So I think Ray might have felt the bump or something like that and decided, yeah, that's probably me. So I'll pull that back. But fair play. Oh, who's that just off track? That's Jacques. That's going to give Kyle Ridley the run through. All right, so Kyle Ridley, Jacques Swanepoel there. Like Stephanie had a bit of an off. Let's have a look, see what she's done. Oh no. 2 laps in a row. We'll just get. Oh no. Buffer. Yeah, I can see that, mate. Yep, I can see that. Well, that's not ideal for you, Mr. Buffer. We see Kyle Ridley now chasing down Ray Oliver. We got down the pack. We got Scotty Rankin still on the back of Sam. He's in full fuel save mode. You going to bed? All right, Matty. Have a good one, my friend. Oh, who was that off in the background? What was that? Oh, Jono just got way too much. Oh, keep it off the wall. Oh, man. We're just getting a little rough there. So does that mean you're done there, Mr. Andrew? It'd be a shame if you are. Jump back to the front guys who are very, very close with each other. There's less gap between all these guys at the front than there is anywhere else in the field. You know it's sad, Buffer, when you get passed by Cam and you're a class above him. We got the 1.9 wraps, 1.9 MX wraps boys there. Oh, we speak about Cam and he's just sitting in the braking zone there on the corner. Oh no, he has not had a good run the second race, so we feel for Cam there, just struggling a little bit. So Scotty has done the pass on Sam. Maybe he's just saved enough to get him into a window. Looks like we got Andrew in the green room. We'll drag him in. Andrew, what's happened, mate?
Bro, my wheel done the auto update.
Oh no.
And Jason's like, yeah, I went to do it and it's a beta. I'm like, oh crap.
Oh,
shut off.
No. Oh no.
In the same spot both laps pretty much. So I shut off, I went off, reset the wheel. Went to go again thinking, oh, it was just a big glitch. Shut off again. I'm like, that ain't good. So I'm going to go back to the old update. Turn off auto update.
Oh no.
Yeah. So I'm not going to jump out in tonight just in case he does it in front of someone.
So but, you are done for the evening, eh?
Yeah, I'm done. I'm not going to risk it.
Oh mate, that's sad. Unlucky. But hey, on the flip side, you can join us for the review.
Yeah, the lap 1 incident, yeah.
Yeah,
there's a little help, but I won't report it anyway. Jono stayed and waited till I got back on track and everything, so he self-penalised himself at the same time, so there's no point in reporting it.
I mean, mate, that's what the system's there for, but that gives the drivers a chance.
Yeah, but also if the drivers do the right thing, you've got to give them the benefit. Jono's not that type of racer. We know that. Well,
that's what I was saying at the start of the show. Right at the top, I said, racing with you boys, a couple of weeks ago, just, you know who you can and can't race. And I mean, there's no one in this league that you cannot race. If they make mistakes, you know it's a genuine, like, oh, I'm sorry. And, it's like race on, I love it. It's such a good spirit in the league right now, and I think it's fantastic. And, yeah, I mean, good on you, mate. I mean, you're not gonna throw it under the bus, so that's pretty good.
Nah, it's no need to. All it does is, sometimes all that does is cause a bit of angst between drivers as well when you know it's a genuine mistake. And he stopped and waited for me to get back on track and then kept racing behind me. So you can't fault the bloke for that. He's penalised himself. He hasn't gained anything from it. There's really no need for it.
You've seen Scotty going past Stephanie now. Just
doing a cracker job tonight. She's out there doing laps.
She is actually currently P3 in class, so she is doing an absolute stellar job tonight.
Yeah. Just turning the laps. That's all I'm using this for. It's another class that I don't normally drive. I'm more focused on the trucks and GT racing, and to be honest, I should do more practice in this car. I know Matt will get into me about it, but
that's right. He's gone to bed, mate. Don't worry about it. He's gone to bed.
I know he'll rewatch this. He'll know.
Yeah, he'll be like, Buffer, I'm going to tell you, mate. I'm going to tell you once.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you're focused on two things, especially this week being Talladega and the trucks, I'm quite enjoying that. Even though I got murdered the first race, but she's all right.
Hey, mate. There's always more.
Oh yeah, I got a P4 the third race out. Stormy, another SLM driver, won that race as well.
Nice.
And I had Fluffy Mark, who races in the trucks. He come P5. I was P4.
Right.
So racing with a few of those boys in the officials is good fun.
Yeah, nice.
This is a cracker battle up front.
This is between Ray Oliver and Dougie Gowans. This is absolutely just riveting. Then you got Kyle Ridley and Matty Gerard right behind. Yeah, it's all on, mate. This is on. Oh, Matty Gerard just gets a little wild on the exit and gives Kyle that spot.
Yeah, what's this no Jetta thing with these boys?
Yeah, well, I'm not sure what that is.
I was enjoying them in the Jetta. Didn't have to worry about them as a it's been a quick blow. Oh, Matty Gerard's taken Nathan's job.
Yeah, he just went for a little off-track excursion there. So now we got Kyle Ridley, Ray Oliver, and Dougie Gowans, 1, 2, 3. So this is going to be.
This will be on.
Oh, this is going to be awkward in the last shot. Oh, is that's Scotty Rankin right there and Sam Katakazunas. They're going to get to the left. Kyle's going to get by those boys. And he's got Matty Gerard right behind him. And it looks like Jacques is right behind him as well. So how is it out here at Donington, mate, in the TCR, coming up to the back of some of those 86s? Like, we heard Stephanie on the radio before. It's like, you guys close up so fast.
There's about 4 or 5 seconds a lap between them. And it is like not so much through the corners. It's mostly the straights. Like the TCR gets out of the corner better and just gets the power down on the straight. And you close up real quick. But the Toyota boys have been real respectful as well, and girl. Driving it real respectfully, giving the room where needed, holding their line. Like, you can predict them as well.
Yeah, that's right.
Say that Cameron's going for a nice little
excursion again. I just saw that in the bottom of the SCK. It's like Cameron Hardwick off track, and I was like, oh, not again. I feel sorry for Cameron because he's good when he's on. It's
when he has a bad one, it's just snowballs on him.
Yeah, he had a good first race, and then this one has just been a nightmare.
Yeah.
So riding on board here with Blake Gallen, sitting on the back of 70. He's about 1 second away, closing up. So it's a good little battle there. Blake, I think, has got the livery of the night, though. That Peppa Pig livery is something special.
That is pretty cool.
So
some of these boys look where they get their liveries from.
He's I don't think he wants to take the position off Steph here. I think he's keen to keep on, because I think they were the part of the same team, or they are the same team.
So I think they are the same team. They're both the same team. They both race together. I think they race in different leagues as well. I think they're using this as more of a practice.
Yeah.
As well for the bigger league.
And that's good. I mean, that's fantastic to see, isn't it?
That's what you should do. You get in a group of clean drivers and respectful drivers. You want it, and you learn more.
Oh, it's on at the front. Ray Oliver, he's just giving Dougie Gowan something to think about. That Audi is very good on the brakes. Are they going pit? They're going pit. Oh, he's killed him a little. Oh, they're all in. They're all in. The top 4 are in pit lane, so the race will be off pit lane. Well, we see Buffer's car sitting there and just behind the safety car there.
219 wraps decided to keep going.
Oh, okay, it's interesting. Who gets off pit road? Who gets off? That is the 99. That is Ray Oliver. Oh, he's just squeezed out. Dougie Gallons is just squeezed out with Kyle Ridley right behind him. There's Blake Gallen pulls in as well. Jacques is going to get out in front of Tyler, so he's made of. There goes Cameron with no bonnet.
That's all right.
It's extra cooling for the engine. He'll go faster now. So Glenn Wilkinson and Chris Bleakley have pushed on for what could be potentially another lap or maybe two. We'll have to see. So we are just over that halfway point in the race, ladies and gentlemen. So we have got Andrew Proctor joining me in the combox. Sadly, he's out for the evening. It's
It's about roughly right. I had 0.9 left on the line at the end of the 20 minutes last race. So it was tight.
Do they take the pit? They do.
Yeah,
yes, they are. Okay, so flick back to Ray Oliver. He's just there, coming around into that chicane. So do they? No, they're not going to.
They went in. Close. They went in right behind. They were sitting right behind Tyler when Tyler pitted.
So Tyler is the number. So Tyler is the number. We'll see. So Glenn is on his way out. So Glenn is going to slot in, I believe, just in front. There he goes there, I think.
Yeah, Chris is...
That's Chris there on the left, so, so Tyler's gained that.
Yeah. So Chris didn't gain any, but Glenn gained. He's gained a nice little gap on Tyler.
Yeah, he did gain a little bit. There we got the review shot looking back towards Tyler. But, alright, it's on at the front. It is on at the front. Kyle Ridley is all over the back of Dougie Gowans, and Dougie Gowans is all over Ray Oliver. So this is a very awkward sandwich to be in, isn't it?
What happened to Matty Gerard? He's just parked it. Oh, he's blown his motor.
Matty Gerard?
Yeah, that motor went pop.
Oh, goodness.
That motor went pop coming through 4.
Interesting. We get the track map up on screen for all the folks at home that are watching on. Is there a fast repair in these, Andrew? Has he got a chance to get back
fast repair, but he does if he didn't use it at his stop.
86. Oh, that was Stephanie just getting very tail happy in the 86. Right in front of this battle at the front. This is a good battle. These boys probably the best three exponents of one making the car wide but being very fast at it, aren't they?
Yeah.
You got Ray Oliver, then you got Dougie Gowans, and you got Kyle Ridley. Oh, Kyle is all over the back. He's mounted to the back of that Hyundai. He's going to go the long way. Dougie's going to hold him out there. Oh, that Hyundai is really good under brakes, though.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no, Dougie's gone wide. That's going to give Kyle Ridley P2. But now, where is Jacques? Jacques is 15 seconds behind Dougie Gowans. He's got a bit of a fight
interested
to go.
To see what happened here.
With
I'm just getting on board on the replay with Matty Gerard just to see if I can have a listen to why it went pop, because the car's clean.
Okay, let's throw it back. I would suggest he's maybe over revved it, because he has gone.
Oh, yeah. It looks like he's dropped it down too low and she's gone bang.
So
listen to him coming into here. So play it from there and have a listen to his car. So as he comes in T4,
Oh, bang. Yeah, you can just pick it up on the
bounces
screen. Yeah,
bounces
just
the limiter and
steady.
hurts.
Oh, who's that? That's Jacques. We're on board with Jacques as he goes into the fence.
no.
Oh, he's
just
a
grabbed the
long way
grass.
off the track. Yeah, he's a long way up.
Oh, that sucks. Girardi's back out on track as well.
Okay, so
to see
Matty
him get
Gerard
back
has taken that fast repair and he'll get back out there. And Stephanie is P4 in class. So it's still good to see her. There she is on screen actually at turn 1.
The one of those 1-9 boys behind.
No, that was a 29. That was Glenn Wilkinson going through.
So she such a courteous driver.
Oh,
Makes it easy. You know what she's doing. You know where she's going to put the car.
very predictable.
Yeah. It's exactly what the quicker car wants to see too. Yeah, young Tyler Sheaves. Sitting P5. Doing a good
He's
job
got-
too.
Yeah, he's sitting there. He
A
has
nice little
got,
buffer to Chris.
yeah, he's got about 3 seconds behind and 5 in front, so he's got a nice little window to those MX boys. So it's good to see him out there having a cracking battle. Well, we might even get you to lead the review, mate. I might even get you into that room early.
No, that's all right. I'm happy to help
Get you
out
pull the
where,
replays up.
where we don't have the the boys to do it. So where's Pete tonight?
Pete is at Logitech. The Logitech Pro Series is on tonight, so it clashed with the schedule. So, oh no, Tyler,
right.
buddy, no, get back on the track. All right,
Nathan's job, Tyler.
he didn't lose too much momentum. He did get the off track. Dougie Gowan's now 3 seconds behind these Frog Leap boys, mate. There is something in those cars tonight. They are gone. They were right there. But
Anything they drive.
they are just... I don't know what it is. These Audis don't seem quite as stiff as I've seen in previous leagues with the Audi. So I don't know. Maybe just the way they set the car up, they've figured out the
Yeah, I think
the
the
nutshell.
open setup is good to have because it you can tune out a lot of the bad iRacing set.
Bloody pit lane wall.
What did you do, Nathan?
Where is that? I haven't
I'm going to
seen-
go have a look at this.
I can't see anything. I can't see anything for you, Nathan. I can't see anything there in the SCK. Nothing shows up. What did you do? Oh, way back on 13.
Yeah, laps 13.
Ah,
Oh, he clipped it on entry. He's going
Well,
to come into
that's-
the pits.
that's
locked it
not
and-
clever.
That's not the wall's fault, mate.
There was no grass there. He wasn't quite sure on his spacing. So Stephanie Piccoli is going to pick up a top 5 this time around, which is good for her, as she did in the first one, because there's only 5 of those 86s out there. Actually, no, there was more, wasn't it? Well, there was 6 at the start. Did we lose somebody between races? No, we didn't.
No, we
No,
only
we
had,
didn't.
I think we
It
only
was
had
only
5. I can't really tell now. My SDK's decided it doesn't want to work.
Just like your wheel.
Oh, I went to load it in. I'm like, why don't I have an overlay? I had the telemetry, but no overlay. I'm like, huh?
Chris Bleakley now getting into that 1 second range on the back of Tyler. Well, here's Stephanie on the radio there. Someone just thanks Stephanie and she's like, no, I saw you coming. So again, you know, the awareness, that's something else that you have in this multi-class. We see Blake Gallen up there in front of, is that Matty Gerard up in front? Or maybe Glenn, no, I'm not sure. Could be Glenn Wilkinson in front.
Yeah, Wilkinson's
who is it, Matty Gerard?
P4, I think.
No, it's Matty Gerard. I just caught the glimpse of the purple on the side, and it's either MX Wraps, which we're riding on board with, or it was Matty Gerard. So, nothing too major. But yeah, we just see it going there. Nathan at KFC fingers. I mean, I wouldn't put it past him. I mean, you got to have something quick and easy while you're on the ride on. Oh no, Blake's just looped it. Where does that bring? Oh, Stephanie's way back here. I wonder if she'll get back to Blake. Let's jump on the roll bar and watch Stephanie at work in the office. Back 2 gears. It's a nice exit.
Yeah, it's very smooth.
Yeah, she's a very smooth driver, Stephanie. She never really tries to get too angry in the car. Just very flowy, very flow and consistent is what I'd say. Looking at the way she's driving this 86 right now, and that puts her still about 16 seconds back from Blake. But you know, we've seen it all tonight. Anything is possible.
Yeah, you don't have to have the pace. As long as you're smooth, you're consistent.
Oh
and
no,
then the
we
pace
literally
comes.
just put the mockers on her. Literally just put the mockers on her. As soon as we changed cameras, she had an off track there.
Ah, well, commentator's curse.
Stephanie,
I
I'm
like
sorry. You were doing so well. We're on board with you for a while there. Unlucky.
We'll just blame Matt or Pete on that one. They're not here tonight, so they can take the blame.
Yeah, that's right. Yep, 100%. Hey, I went longer than you, Buffer. Well, I mean, in which race? Let's look at total lap times that you have done and total track time tonight. I think it'd be close.
Yeah, probably would.
Because he didn't finish the first one.
Did he even start the first one?
Yeah, he was on the grid.
No.
I think you made the grid, didn't you, Nathan, for the first one, and then you had a moment, and it wasn't a Kit Kat moment either. We see Chris Bleakley here now, really putting the pressure on Tyler.
That'll be a good battle.
Tyler's pretty new to this car too, so
See if he's worked out how to make it as wide as I did in the first race.
hardware problems first race. Oh, okay. Let me guess, your
He had
wheel
hardware
auto
in the
update as well?
Hey, there's 2 different wheels, but so
Oh,
yeah, I don't know what does Nathan run. Hey Nathan, what do you run as a wheel?
just Nathan run.
Yeah.
He does? What does he run?
I don't know what wheel he runs. So I'm running the Fanatec CSL DD,
Right.
and yeah, they're a great little wheel. Good DD for a
No shift to
you
Moser
run the
R9.
Mondo.
The Moser R9. Yeah, that's what I've been looking at, the R5 actually. Been looking at
Heard
potential
good
upgrade.
things about them.
So yeah, we're looking
Heard
at
good things about them, but I don't think I'd go past anything but a Fanatec. By upgrade, I'll probably go to the DD1 like what Heaney's got.
yeah, right. We
If I upgrade.
riding on board with Matty Gerard here. 5 seconds to John O'Coley and 45 to Sam. Obviously, Sam's in the lower class, so Sam at this stage is going to pick up a top 10 podium overall. Oh, is that another?
Oh, no.
Whoa! Wow, I don't know who that was that come through there, but that was quick. I know it was his Frog Leaf Juice car, and I know it was fast.
Oh, yeah.
So I wonder if Scott can get to Sam at the moment. Sam looks like he's got a real good pace happening. Hasn't got the quickest
there
lap,
you go.
but he's...
That Frog Leaf juice car was Kyle.
Oh, well, there you go. Yeah, that'll explain why it was so fast. Just out of nowhere gone. I was like, oh, wow.
Oh, yeah.
So Scotty's sitting P2 right now. And he's chasing down Sam Katakazunas there in front of him. Oh, Cameron Hardwick's had another one. He is not having a good night. He's just lost it. Oh, no. Oh, boy.
Unfortunate for Cam, but he has a can-do attitude.
A can-do attitude. Haha.
Yeah. As long as it's a lumpy cam, it's all good.
Yeah, that's right. The bigger the cam, the better, right?
Yep.
But all right, we're coming up now with 3.5 minutes left in our feature race tonight, ladies and gentlemen. We will get through our field. We will jump on board with Ray Oliver up the front there. 3.8 seconds to Kyle Ridley here in P2, who's got 2 seconds to Dougie Gowans, who's then got 17 seconds back to Glenn Wilkinson. So that's pretty much kind of wrapped that front three up, I would suggest. Tyler Sheaf back 12 seconds off Glenn. Chris Bleakley 1.2 seconds off the back of Tyler, so that's not settled for the top 5.
Let's see if Chris has got anything in him to catch up.
13 seconds back to Jacques Swanepoel there. 46 seconds back to Jono Kiley. So Jono's had an absolute shocker tonight on this second race. And then it's a further 5 seconds back to Matty Gerard. Scotty Rankin has got the move done, so that puts him back on the front step again. Can Sam fight back and get that done? Let's have a look at that pass, actually. Scotty went around the long way, but then the short way into the right-hander, so that was a nice setup pass. Position. Oh, Sam's right on the back of him. So it's
a great little battle they've got going.
These two boys definitely won't hold back. They'll fight right to the finish line. But Scotty's just pulling out a little bit of a gap. He's 0.7 at the moment. And he runs that alternate line, doesn't he? Scotty runs very, very high on the exit in that back. What is it? Is it Copus? He gets right up on that.
Yeah.
He gets right up on that outside, and he gets a really big flow, and then he gets massive air on the right side of that car. He just dives it into that curve. Yeah.
He's definitely found the track limit there.
No. Oh. Sam's really good under brakes, though. If it gets into the braking zones, I think Sam could be a big danger here.
They're both very different drivers, but very similar. Like the way they drive the cars is different, but it's just as quick.
Oh, the best thing Scotty's got a little wiggle. That's going to give Sam a big incentive to press on here.
See how wide
is he going to do what Scotty did? Is he going to do what Scotty did? Go around the outside and then the inside?
Oh, he's going to hold on.
Oh, the pressure builds. The battle is so tight between these two. It's almost, you cannot take your eyes off it. It is so close. We got 30 seconds. A white flag is going to be waving ferociously from Barney. Oh, Sam's got to watch Scotty launch into this corner. He just sends it bang in that curve and just up and over. So let's have a look at it. Barney is waving the white flag. So this is it, ladies and gentlemen. This is the final lap of the evening. And then we'll try and get through.
Make his move?
Oh, it's got to be where Scotty moved on him, mate. I think he's got to set him up. He's got to go in that long way and then the short side. So coming up into Old Hairpin or McLean's, I reckon. That's where he's got to. Yeah. He's got to get it. So he's got to set him up now.
Chance at the chicane.
Got to set him up. All right, we'll jump quickly to Ray Oliver. Yep, Ray Oliver is going to get the checkered flag this time around.
Oh, the battle for P2's on. 0.6 between them at the moment.
Dougie and Kyle are very much there. There goes Cam. He's going to wait for the leaders to. Oh, and I think Kyle is going to get it. He is going to get it. All right, let's jump back to Sam and Scotty. Let's get on the nose cam here. Sam's going to send it. Oh, he's going to send it. Oh, this is risky. Oh, he's got him.
Later brakes. Plenty of room.
Oh, and he's
Oh,
Scotty's fought back on the inside. That's great racing, side by side. Well done, boys.
what a drive by both.
Well done. Congratulations to those two boys. That's a 1-2 there for Scotty and Sam. And separated by 0.25 of a second in the end. So that was phenomenal racing. Stephanie Piccoli brings it home P4 in class tonight. Cameron Hardwick's going to get a P5. That was very good racing there in the end. We might see if we can get a bit of a look at this pass and see what happened here with Sam. He did get it right up the inside. Oh, I think he just broke. I think he could have gone a bit harder there, Buffer, but he didn't. So that was interesting. All right, let's get our man of the moment. Let's get Mr. Ray Oliver in here. All right, Ray Oliver, mate, P1 tonight in both races. How was it out there?
It was different. I didn't really expect to be in this situation, to be honest. It was a last-minute change to do it because we knew Maddie was going to be away, so Kyle and I were like, we didn't really want to hang around the back and get in everybody's way. And just came across and did it.
Right, so you, your Frog Leap boys went 1, 2, 3 in the first one, and these have gone 1, 2 in the feature. So it's a good night for the Frog Leap Juice boys.
It's been a big surprise, actually, because we've all sort of just jumped in last minute because even Jacques, he got a few laps in and Jono got a few laps beforehand. So it's been a big surprise, but it's been great to see the team that strong.
Yeah, no, obviously Donington Park really sort of suited the Audi a little more than I think it did the Hyundais tonight. But I did notice you guys weren't attacking the curbs quite as much as some of the other guys. So is that a setup? Is that just a strategy or what's that?
The Audi doesn't really like the curbs at all, so we've got to sacrifice some areas and try and gain back in others. And pretty much Kyle and I probably went about 7 to 8 tenths faster than we've ever been around here tonight. So we really found something, and it was just great to be able to have that speed but be able to keep it because we knew Dougie was going to be strong. And for the first 5 laps when you start, the Hyundais had got us, and we had to try and fight back. And it was just slowly just wear it down, and I had tyres at the end and Kyle had ran out of tyres, so it was just how hard you could push and still make lap time.
Yeah, no, that was quite a bit of a showing tonight, mate, and obviously it's a good result for you personally. Who keeps you guys out there doing the things on the track, mate?
I'd like to thank Juice Energy for all their help because we wouldn't be here if it wasn't for them, including the whole team and the whole lot. I'd like to thank FH Creative, the Pet Dog Company, and there's one other that I'm going to absolutely miss, but that can be on Kyle.
Well, that's if he gets in here, mate. Go and kick him and tell him to get in here because you would love to have a chat with him. But no, mate, well done on the heat race and also the feature tonight. That's a good result.
And just quick shout out to everybody that actually ran tonight. It was really good driving, and the backmarkers, because it's multi-class, they showed a lot of class tonight, which I do appreciate. So
yeah, a lot of respect out there.
Yeah, and that's the main thing, and that's what we've tried to hold on to and create. And I don't think I had any dramas. There's a few little close calls, but it was nothing that wasn't calculated, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
It would be a major accident of an accident proportion, not a stupid move. So kudos to all them, because without them, we wouldn't also be here. So it's a great little crew.
It is. Well said.
Excellent. Well done, mate. Go and tell Mr. Kyle Ridley we'd love to have a chat with him, and we will catch you probably Friday night for our Formula Fords, mate.
That you will. I at least got 2 back on Kyle tonight, so he's still in front.
Good work, mate. All right, well done, and we'll talk to you later on.
Cheers, boys.
Yeah, man. Gotta love the team rivalry there.
Oh, yeah, you got to have it. So, Woofer, I might get you to drop. You can't drop into the stewards room, can you?
Oh, I
No.
can actually. I do have access. I'm going to drop down into there,
Do you?
into the shorts room, and I'll let the boys know they got 10 minutes.
I've already put it in the chat, dude.
Oh,
but,
you already done? Ah, sweet.
Can you actually get into the actual steward's room, or can you want to get to a waiting room? Oh no, you can get in there. Awesome. He can get in there. Sweet. So yeah, we'll wait for Kyle. We'll see if we can get Kyle in here as well. For some reason, my replay doesn't want to kick in. Here we go. Here he is. Let's get Kyle Ridley. Mr. Kyle, welcome on in, buddy. And dare I say, congratulations again for a good result tonight. P2 in both of those races.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, thank you. Interesting ones tonight, weren't they?
Well, it was a good run for yourself and the Frog League boys in race one, and then yourself and Ray come back in the feature and decided to put on a clinic. So that was rather good.
Yeah, two P2s is good, but the guy who's in P1 is my teammate, which is always a bit tough, a little tough. But I got to say, Ray drove fantastically. I can't typically put the pressure on these TCs against him. I haven't driven the Audi since the other 2 or 3 cars have come into the server, but keep it on his tail in that feature. For those laps that I did, we were on the limit. One mistake and we were dead, but then I just burnt my rubber and the car wouldn't turn no more. Dougie chasing me down, I think one more lap and you would have had me, so I was happy the race went there, plus I didn't have enough fuel. But no.
So were you a bit tight on fuel there, were you?
Yeah, I underfueled because I was about 2.5 seconds behind them, came into pits. I maximized the entry. I think I gained 2 seconds there, and I just gained another half a second by taking 1 litre less, and then I was back with them, got past Dougie, and just tried to chase Ray, but it was a little too quick today. Not something I say all too often.
Not something you say all too often. Well, mate, either way, it was a good result for you and the Frog Leap boys tonight. And, mate, I guess you just got to tell us who's keeping you guys out there doing the things on track.
Well, that's it. We're putting on the show, aren't we?
Well, you do. You've got to. I mean, that's what you do. But give the shout out to all your sponsors, my man. Get them.
Of course, I want to thank my teammates, Ray, my teammates that were here tonight, Ray, Jono, and Jax. I think we got a 1, 2, 3, so I think that's...
You did in the first one. Yep.
I think there'll be a few promo shots with our sponsors, who I want to thank. FR Creative, All Sports Gaming, Juiced Energy, and Toyo Sim. I actually remembered them all today. Give them a big shout and thank you. And Braden, team boss, I want to just give him a little hi. And see you next time in Discord.
All right, Kyle. Go and have a good one, mate. And we'll see you probably Friday night.
Thanks, will do.
Thanks, buddy. All right. Let's drag a grandpa in here. Dougie. Mate, how was that? Oh, mate. We're good. How was that out there for you?
It was good. Well, I was just talking to Scotty about it. For me, it was a bit of comedy of errors. I had those couple of offs, and then I had a couple of slow downs. My display wasn't working, so I couldn't see what my res were doing. No. And I was in the chat room with all these guys, and I couldn't hear me. Friggin' res because wouldn't shut up.
Mate, you must have been sick and tired of seeing those blue and black cars all around you tonight.
No, not at all. It was fantastic. I absolutely loved it. That's the type of racing I want. Bring it on every single week.
Yeah, no, that was some quality racing. There was some moments there, like there was some whoopses and there was some uh-ohs, but overall, I mean, it was a genuine good performance out there. I mean, the front 3 or 4 were pretty close, and we had sort of mid pack as well. But from your seat tonight with the 86s there, we had a bit more of a field of the 86s tonight. How was that from your seat with this style of track?
It was good. I enjoyed the multi-class racing. Unfortunately, I received the raw end of the stick, I suppose, in regards to that tonight. I had a pretty decent lead, but then we got stuck coming into a corner, allowed the other 2 to close up. And I think that's when I had the incident with Kyle going into turn 1. Not too sure, but hey, that's multi-class racing, and that's what you got to deal with. So no, I really enjoyed it. Throws a spanner in the works.
Yeah, no, definitely bred some good racing tonight, and it's good to see the TR8 or the GRE6 is growing a little bit, and good to see some new drivers in there. Blake Gallen and Stephanie Piccoli come and joined us, so that was fantastic.
Yep, that's right. Stephanie was also in chat with us, and she wouldn't shut up either.
Well, if she's listening, I'm sure she'll fire back at you, mate, with that one.
I know she will. No, oh look, it was all good, all good. If I had my display working properly and I could see my shift parameters, I would have been okay. But because it froze and then everyone's talking and having a yarn, I couldn't really hear my rev engines, my revs properly. So sometimes I was short shifting, sometimes I was extending too much. So it was all over the shop. But man, it was good fun racing against Cole and Ray. And they raced really good, really hard, and absolutely loved it.
It's good racing out there by all tonight, mate. Time's come. You got to tell us who's keeping the Dougie Grandpa machine out there on the grid and doing the things. So who's keeping you out there, mate?
Ibuprofen and paracetamol.
My best friends as well, mate. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. No, look, Steve from Velocity and the other boys from Velocity, of course. Original Digital Design. Yeah, I mean, I'm loving my time here and thoroughly enjoying it, and the racing's fantastic. So looking forward to next week.
I've got to say, these new liveries you boys are running look the goods nice, too. They do look rather good. Although I reckon
Steve does a really good job.
I reckon that circle on the bonnet could be considered a target, so you might want to be careful.
Well, maybe that's what Carl saw coming into turn one.
Maybe that's what it was.
I don't know what happened there. I don't know if there was any fault or if it was just a racing incident. I'm just joking, Carl. If you're listening, it was just good hard. It was just good hard racing, and I loved every minute of it.
Yeah, no, we'll get to that review in just a moment, and we'll obviously have a bit of a look at that because it was reported. So we'll see where that comes up. But no, mate, congratulations tonight on the third place in the feature. It was good racing out there, and yeah, we'll see you next week.
Yeah, I hope we put on a bit of a show.
No, it was fantastic.
All right, thanks, mate.
Thanks,
Cheers,
Dougie. See you, buddy. All right, and we cannot leave tonight without bringing our man in the 86s in, Scotty Rankin. Mate, that last lap battle with Sam Katakazunas was hot and ready.
Oh man, I love Sam. He's just so good, and the thing that he said after the race was it's just so much respect between us. Like, we have trust, we have faith. Like, even the incident that we had earlier on in the race, heading up through McLean, it's like I just said, look, I just picked up the power too soon. Apologies, buddy. It's all yours. We'll go racing again. So he said he was only on an iRacing baseline or medium downforce set this time out, so the car probably wasn't low enough to the ground, which means he was pulling a whole bunch of drag, which is probably the only reason I beat him. But man, I'm keen to race him every day of the week. If there's somebody I've really thoroughly enjoyed racing, it's Doug Gowans and Sam Katsakoustas. So
yeah, we've seen throughout the first couple of rounds that you can really race hard and clean with these guys. Whether it's the tin tops or in the Formula Fords and stuff like that. You just know you can drive hard with these guys, and it's really good.
Well, particularly with the Audi, the TCRs, the Audi's a little bit iffy, just because the Audi's got a very old hitbox on it, which is actually a slightly bit bigger than the car. So if you ever see cars, particularly with the Audi TCR, gets quite close to somebody that actually make contact, it's probably not netcode. You can actually see it, and it's very consistent, the hitbox on it, but it is bigger than the car model. But the 86s, you can door bang quite comfortably, and they love it. They'll ride away with it, not a problem. But it's all racecraft. Obviously, you've got to be quick first and foremost. You've got to be quick. You've got to be reliable. You've got to be consistent. But then it's racecraft. You've got to set up your passes. This was a tricky one to get the job done. You sort of had to wait for a mistake, unsettle him, be right there to pounce when it happened, and it's just good racing with Sam, because he's just, if you make a mistake or you put him off, it's no worries. Yeah, we all make mistakes. Get back on the track and go again, and that's what you saw tonight. It's just good racing him.
So put us in the driver's seat and take us through that last four corners there where Sam got right beside you going down that straight. You're coming into that set of S's. What was going through your mind coming into that last set of corners?
I am so keen to see if Sam can pull this off, because if he can pull it off, what a move. I back him in. Sam, like I said, Sam is one of those drivers where I know that I can go side by side through that chicane with him, and I can trust him. And even if we door bang, it'll be a door bang. It'll be a level door bang. I wanted to make sure, first and foremost, I gave him enough space, and secondly, that there was enough space for obviously myself to get through. then it's making sure that I've slowed down more than I normally would. And I hadn't taken that wider entry line because you saw how much of the curb I was taking. So
Yeah,
I was a
we
little
commented
worried.
on that.
Yeah, I was a little worried about getting the car far back enough pointed to the right that I'd actually make the second half of the corner and then not running wide and tripping over him as well. So coming out of the hairpin on the old hairpin before we head up onto Saki's bridge on that last lap, I actually said to Sam on Discord, like, that's the best run I've had out of there all night. He's like, don't say that. And then immediately he's back on me. So.
Yeah, no, it's really good. Now, mate, I don't know if this is accurate, but SDK is saying Scott Rankin is looking for a new team. So have you got sponsors to shout out for your double podiums tonight?
We actually do, which I need to get up because I haven't had the opportunity to thank the right sim racing sponsors so far yet since I've joined the team. So this is a new one that I have not practiced, so I'm not ready for. Here we go. Bliss Homes, Mark Hughes Foundation, Gaming Gear Directs, David Nash's Car Wash, Only Ramps. Yeah, that's about it. Gaming Gear Direct in particular, they've been really, really strong for the Riot Racing boys lately. I think Matty Skulls actually picked up a new wheel about half price or so. So they've actually been really, really supportive, and they support a couple other leagues I commentate on as well.
Excellent. Well, mate, well done tonight. That's a double win for you. That'll be a nice little points bonus, and it certainly puts a little bit of a challenge out of Sam for next week.
Oh yeah, man. I think we're gonna work on sets to get them a little bit closer, and it'll be a lot more even tussle. So I'm really looking forward to the next race.
Excellent job. Well, mate, we'll throw you back out to the wilds, but congratulations once again. And out to pasture. You're not that old yet, mate. Come on, you got to catch up to me first.
Surely you got the shotgun shell ready to put me down, you know?
No, no need for that, mate. You're too young for that. We need a few more. We need a few more good passes out of you first. So, anyway, mate,
thanks, guys.
We'll catch you later on. All right, that was Scotty Rankin. Well, folks, you know what time it is. It is time for us to bounce into the review room. So just give me a minute to get that set up, and then we will have a look at it, and we'll show you what's going on. We'll be right back.
Yep.
Scott could.
Ow, ow.
There we go. We've got Scott and Sam, so we're good.
I think Scotty just broke a nail.
No, I kicked the fucking desk with my knee.
Oh,
My leg.
That's
gonna go
close
and get
enough.
Gonna go get some dinner. You guys suck.
Oh, before this starts too, Kyle and Ray, I hope you've had fun in the TCRs tonight, and I hope I kept you on.
That's not what he said about 10 minutes ago. He said, piss off back to the Jetta.
No, I actually.
Just so we are aware, we are still live. So, language or minimum, boys?
Copy.
Hey, boys.
Thank you.
Because I had hardware issues on that second race. Sorry, boys. My wheel decided to die twice. I'll probably just share this. Yes, I do have triples, so you guys can hear. Nathan is also showing his stream.
Cool.
So Nathan, do you want to take it? If you guys want Nathan too, because the triples are pretty far
There's
away.
only one incident, so let's just get it done.
One or two?
One.
Oh, it's just the one.
Cameron just being funny, saying 065 was a muppet tonight.
I've already put down self penalty in FA.
Cam, is that
just saying
tonight?
honest.
Is that every night?
Oh, that's every night.
It was the Singapore noodles. It was. Trust us.
My team's not called Strugglers Inc. Racing for no reason.
I'll get you in a set. I'll get some work with you next week.
I'm happy to be a struggler.
All right, let's get this done, boys, so we can get out of here.
Done. Just the one incident tonight. Dougie and race 1, lap 7, turn 1.
Yep.
Whose stream are we going to watch? Mine or Nate's?
I'm on yours. I'm on yours, mate. I'm on yours, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
All right, so we've got Dougie Gowans, and I believe that's Kyle Ridley. If you guys can jump on the mute, please. And we'll leave this to the panel.
Please jump on the mute.
Now, the only ones that can review this are Sam, Scott, myself, and you, Rob. All the others are teammates.
And me here, muppet.
Oh,
Oh, and Cam.
sorry, Cam. Yeah, that's right.
Okay, so Cam's ruling on this one is the entire field gets relegated to the end of the line and Cam wins both races.
Yes.
No.
All right,
All right, play it through for us.
let's play it through.
Oh, fuck, hold on. Who are we on?
So we're on Kyle at the moment.
Take it back. You just take it back a bit further, Andrew.
Yeah.
Just take it back to the start line. Keep going. Yeah, go
Sorry,
from there.
sorry, guys. Can I just ask which stream are we watching?
I'm on
I'd
Andrews.
probably watch mine.
There you go.
Yeah, that'll be better. I didn't know which one we were watching. That's all. Okay, thanks, guys.
Oh.
Inside car. Calling it there. Didn't give the room.
Hang on, because it doesn't matter. It comes back to what's the requirements for a racing room. So I actually want to go and get the technical.
So do you want different view, Scotty?
You need to get closer. You're way too far back. If you're gonna do that angle, you need to get directly overhead.
That's all right.
We go to just the chase cam, not the far chase.
We could.
I want to
might
be.
chase Cam.
No. Go straight over the top. Keep going up. Keep going up on that one. Get a little bit closer to the cars. So your first thing on the left-hand side, the left-hand number of that, shrink that. Get a lot closer in over the top if you can. Yeah, and now come down if you can. A little bit too far. Perfect. So car width there. What's the requirements?
B pillar. C
Well,
pillar?
no, because he's not. Well, he's on the outside approaching the corner. He's not.
It's on the outside approaching the braking zone.
So at the moment, he's on the outside.
Probably the way to be there, though, right?
So, racing rules. Any overlap. The rules for the tin tops are any overlap, so sufficient overlap has been met.
Yeah, just play it through a little. So he's got.
He's on grass there.
Yeah, but there's no contact at that point.
I don't think
hasn't
there's
been
any
impeded.
actual contact
Is
or just there. But
So my issue with Doug moving, because Doug's the 07, so Doug's the ahead car. My issue with Doug moving across there is that if Doug moves across any further, Kyle will get a slowdown penalty.
well, he's kind of already running out of racetrack anyway.
and that from there they just crash out.
White car. Call it a day.
Mhm.
See you next week. Imagine if there was a wall on that white line. Old mate would be in the fence.
Hmm.
The white
So he's
line
really-
is the edge of the racetrack. If there's a wall
He's-
there, he's in the fence.
He's already been pushed off track there.
There's not really sufficient room on the outside, is there?
No.
He would have known he was there. He's got a mirror.
Yeah, it would have been. Well, I mean, if we go back to the start line, please, Andrew?
It doesn't matter. The rule has two stipulations. Was he alongside before he was
But
forced
where
off
did
track?
he make-
Yes.
yeah, just looking to see where he made the actual overlap. Has he made the
no,
run
no.
and gotten the overlap before? And then we really need to see, like,
There's the overlap
is-
there.
Overlaps there. There
Yeah.
is overlap there. A
And from
spotter
there you
call
can
would not have
see-
been triggered.
and you can see that the trajectory of the 07 is towards the left hand part of that. So
But
it's sort of
it-
diving, it's angling into the braking zone. So
Sure, but it does not matter at this point
you've got
because
to leave.
sufficient
Yeah,
racing
you've
room
got
is
it.
left.
That's right. At that point, yeah. So where does it close off to be insufficient?
So even if you want to be B pillar, that's B pillar probably there because of the TCR.
And you're just bordering on no
Oh, it's
room.
not. Sorry, my
Yeah.
apologies. It's not B pillar. I can see the B pillar on.
He's got a mirror. He knows the guy's there. He's got plenty of track to the right to move over a bit.
I figured this view was going to come up, so I'd already preset it on the chase.
Yeah. Go frame by frame. So on your numpad, go 4 and 6 on your numpad. 4 is your left button and 6 is your right button.
Ah.
He's off track there.
Yeah, so prior to him being off track, he is far enough up. Cool.
So we go 7 for the penalty, insufficient racing route.
Yep.
All in agreement.
Yep.
Yeah,
Call it a night. Catch you later.
Yeah,
Cool.
I think it's just it's just hard racing. It just
Hard
Is it-
racing, not enough room.
Is this worthy of reviewing the text around insufficient overlap? Because he's if you say front axle to rear axle, that's pretty consistent across all of the cars, and that is the problem. Is if you go back probably about 10 frames here, keep going back, 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 keep going back. There, stop there. So see there how the axles aren't aligned, front axle to rear axle, the center point of the front axle and rear axle. I theoretically
Call that
I would-
overlap.
Yeah, but the problem is if in this instance the car that's on the outside here is not going to get that job done, and I would stipulate that if he gets to the axle point, he's got a reasonable chance, particularly in TCR racing, he's got a reasonable chance of going toe to toe. But from a
Now that you've made a decision and you're talking about a ruling, can I just say something? Because I'm not talking. I'm talking about the rule change or rule comment that Scott's made. I'm not talking about the actual incident itself. I'm talking about the ruling. They're not even into the braking zone when he's pushed off track.
That was going to be what I was about to say. Where's
that was
the
going to be
braking
my
zone?
only question, because once he goes off track, he's already got that substantial overlap, so he's definitely.
And that's where the ruling is awkward, because you're actually got somebody coming across on somebody on a straight.
Just there.
You're not actually into the braking zone setting up for the corner. So Kyle had the run, so to speak, being the outside car, and he had the run. Now, you guys have come up to your own decision, which is, to me, the right decision anyway. But when you come to the ruling that Scotty's making, wants to talk about, because the overlap, he's already on a straight and there's already an overlap there because he's overlapped on the bumper. Because you can't come across somebody straight across, because you will get turned.
There is 2 reasons that I'm recommending a slight change, and I'm not talking a major change, but I'm talking a slight one. When Pete and I first started working together from a race control perspective, we actually went the first ruling we went with was front axle, center point of front axle to center point of rear axle is minimum required for overlap, which didn't work for Formula 3s. We found, so we had to tweak it for Formula 3s, and you'll probably find it'll be the same problem with Formula 4s. You may have to tweak it for those guys, but for any hard-bodied car, this is far enough of an overlap to we can confirm that there is a spotter call that has been triggered, at least, and we can reasonably expect that from axle to axle point, there is going to be a theoretical point of an overtake. Whereas if you go back, going into the corner, if his nose is just there, Kyle wouldn't have put his nose there just to get the nose in there. We both know that. And why wouldn't have Kyle have done that? Because Kyle wouldn't bother wasting the momentum to do that. That's just a waste of that's just being cheeky for the sake of being cheeky. So
let's just get to the point.
Yeah,
Infringement on 07.
Yeah, that's
so
dumb
it's
rule.
driving
That's
infringement, 10 point.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, good. Right, now that's done.
Now, with
that's
the
pretty much taken care
rule,
of.
this is clearly within the rule that you're stating as well, because this is where the overlap is axle to axle. It's well before the braking zone, because the braking zone's now.
Well, okay, so the ruling and the way that the rulebook is worded, it does not actually care about braking zone turn-in points. All it says is once sufficient overlap has been achieved, you must leave racing room. It doesn't say anything about straights or corners, which is perfect. Like it's actually really good in that. But it says any overlap. So if for some reason I got down the inside of Sam at turn 1 at the last possible fucking moment at turn 1, Sam would have to leave me racing room. Sam would get turned in every instance there, and I shouldn't have put my nose, but he would have had to have left me racing room.
Just keep the language a minimum. We are still live, by the way.
Sorry, apologies.
So yeah.
07.
Driving infringement.
Yeah, that's sorted.
Yeah,
We're 10
cool.
miles
Awesome.
past that.
All right, well, that's what we need to finish off. That's all. That's it. Done.
Now turn the phone so I can swear.
All right. I will leave you boys there with that. So good job. I think it was a straightforward, pretty easy call. So good job, boys, and we'll catch you on the flip side.
Thanks, Rob.
Rob.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. Well, that is going to wrap us up here at CFR Widecrest Wacky Tin Top Wednesday. If you guys are looking for some more action, come and tune in Friday night for our Formula Ford 320-minute races, where we'll see more action live on circuit. So we look forward to having your company then. From myself and the management team here at CFR, it is good night. Be good to yourselves, be good to your fellow racer, and we will see you in a couple of days. Good night.